You know that feeling when you feel stuck, totally restless, or just completely burned out at work? Well, what if I told you that feeling isn't a sign that you're failing? What if what if it's actually a sign that you're about to have a massive breakthrough? Let's get into it.
Okay, I want you to picture something. Imagine a huge oak tree, but it's trying to grow inside a tiny little backyard greenhouse. At first, it's the perfect environment. It's safe, it's nurtured, it's stable. And for a while, that greenhouse works beautifully. But as the tree gets bigger, its branches start pressing right up against the glass. The roots start to buckle the foundation. The very thing that was built to protect it is now the thing that's strangling it. Does that sound at all familiar? Because that greenhouse, that's your job. It was probably a great fit for a while, but now you're feeling that constant pressure, right? The thing is, it's not that the job suddenly got bad, it's that you got too big for it. You've simply outgrown the container. So, what is really going on here? We need a completely new diagnosis for this feeling, because frankly, the old one just doesn't fit anymore.
We're so quick to label this feeling. We call it burnout or anxiety or stress. We make it a problem with us. But what if that diagnosis is totally wrong? What if it's not a sign of weakness at all, but a sign of some kind of unstoppable strength?
Well, this points to a fundamental law of nature, really. It's the law of transition. For new life to emerge, its container has to break. I mean, think about it. A chick can't stay inside its egg forever. The shell that kept it safe eventually becomes a prison, unless it's broken. This isn't a flaw in the process. It is the process. And that right there, that's the big aha moment. Your burnout, it's not a personal failure. It's structural cracking. It's the sound of your old container, your old life, making way for something new. It's the friction of your future self trying to break through into your present. So, if you're not failing, then who are you in this story? This requires a pretty fundamental shift in your identity. You've got to stop seeing yourself as a worker and start seeing yourself as an architect. Let's break down the difference, because it's huge. The worker feels guilty for being distracted at their desk, for daydreaming about a side project. But the architect in exile understands they're just feeling the pressure of a double life. One foot in the present job, one foot designing the future. A worker just tries to survive the job, seeing it as a cage. The architect, well, the architect utilizes the job. They see it as a launch pad. And this is the mindset shift that changes everything. Your current role, your 9 to 5, it isn't your destiny. It's just one single, temporary, strategic phase in a much bigger story. A story that you are writing.
Okay, so if you're an architect and your job isn't your destiny, then what is it? Let's talk strategy. Your job is scaffolding. I mean, really think about that. Nobody looks at the metal scaffolding on a skyscraper and thinks, wow, what a beautiful building. Of course not. It's a temporary tool, a structure you use to build the real thing. Your job is exactly the same. It's providing the resources, the stability, the platform you need to build whatever comes next.
So, this all breaks down into a simple 3-part mindset shift. First, you've got to reframe the job. It is temporary scaffolding, period. Second, you reframe your goal. You don't just need a 2-week vacation to feel better, you need a project that belongs to you. And finally, you reframe the work itself. It's not about escaping, it's about building a system that can actually hold your bigger vision.
And that brings us to a really powerful question you need to ask yourself. Are you actually tired of the work? Or are you just tired that the work doesn't belong to you? I mean, really, if you poured this exact same amount of energy into your own dream, would it still feel so heavy? Often, the exhaustion isn't from the effort, but from the lack of ownership. All of this is leading to one ultimate goal. It's a powerful idea called the structural exit.
You know, the common advice you always hear is, just quit, take a leap of faith. But here's the thing, true freedom isn't a gamble. It's not about jumping off a cliff and just hoping you grow wings on the way down. No, it's the disciplined, methodical work of building your own foundation, your own structure, while you are still safely standing on the scaffolding of your current job. You build the new thing before you let go of the old one. And this, right here, this is the single most important takeaway. A structural exit isn't just about escaping. It's a strategy. It means you stay long enough to transfer the risk away from your personal life and onto the new system that you've built. In the end, it's not about when you leave. It's about what you've built before you go.